Kalusugan, and he's celebrating his 80th birthday today, if we were alive. So, when you stand up and tell something about yourself, I would like you first to say what were your connections with first with the Phil Wellness Center? Were you an active participant, or how did you get involved with Kalusugan? And then maybe say a few things about Dr. Oades, your memories about him. Okay, so
I can't believe that our compadre Oades is already 80 years old. Imagine that, you know, we were thinking when we were 2 years back, we were thinking that he would live up to his 90s because his father lived up to his 90s and his mother lived up to his 90s. But he forgot something. He's afraid of taking medicine. You know, he told me that when he was younger, his mother, so that he can take medicine, she had to put the pill inside the banana so that he can take it. So unfortunately, you know, because of that practice, maybe that's why he did not live up to his potentials in age. But although he lived up to 75 years, he had contributed a lot and he had been you know, successful. And he had the dubious reputation of being Mayabang of the Year. You know, when Ophelia told me that they sold the Kalusugan and that they're going to have an office at home, I was surprised because I told her, you know, once you move the office at home, that would be the signal of the end, the beginning of the end of Kalusugan. Because how can a non-profit institution that's supposed to serve the community will be helping, you know, doing its service if it's at home? So I offered her the office, you know, and then we can do a lot of things. We can have a joint project with the Asian Journal. Because I remember when years before, Oades and Oades, we were talking about writing the history of Filipino Americans in San Diego. You know, when I came here in '83, I met a lot of old-timers. And Riz and I were saying, okay, let's do a oral history, interview each one of them so that the newcomers will not forget about them. But we just kept talking about it and we didn't do anything. I was sitting here talking with Paul Ogpoa and we were reminiscing the good old days, and you know, there's a lot of histories that the newcomers can remember. And so I thought that, you know, maybe with the Kalusugan, we can have we can set up an interview place where we can interview Filipinos of San Diego and talk about their history. And we can. That's why I'm taking videos now. You know, before I don't even bring a camera whenever I attend a meeting, but I'm trying to take a video and put it in the YouTube and then archive, you know, in diskette, so that anybody in the future who will write about the Filipinos in San Diego or who will do a documentary of our time, our community during our time, maybe they can get some footage from the films that we have stored. And so with that idea, I thought also that we have a lot of Filipiniana books in our collection. Whenever I go home to the Philippines, I always bring a lot of books in the Philippines, and I have it in my collection, and the Kalusugan has a lot of it. So maybe we can put a bookcase on one of the wall and come out with a Filipino book collection, and anybody who would be interested to know to read about or read about the Philippines, they can always go and borrow the books. So maybe that one project that we can do, and with the newspaper also, and with the expertise of our writers and the Tagalog speakers, maybe we can also translate the health brochures into Tagalog so that people, Filipino community can better understand it. So we have the expertise, we have the resources. So that's why I was surprised when one of my readers, Richard Jensen, wrote me in an email and said, Sim, I was surprised that Kalusugan is closing. And I don't know, I admire you as an editor, but this time I'm disappointed because that should be a headline story. And I told him, no, you're wrong. Kalusugan is not closing. They're just moving to a different place. Because the way Ophelia tells about it, this is a farewell deed there. It's just moving. This is just the new beginning. We are reinvigorated because we are facing new challenges. We lost the building, so what? We still have the talent of the community. We still have the passion, to help. A lot of us are already almost retired, and we have made Paul had made his money. The kids are all grown up, and it's our new passion now is to help, the younger generation to do something good for the community. We have the time, the resources, the money, so we can do it. And and so this is not the end, just the beginning. And we remember Riz as being the father of Kalusugan. And when you love your friend, you love your Riz. When he moved on, you promise that don't worry, we'll take care of your child. Remember when we have brothers, sisters, or friends who died early, and then they have younger children, we keep promising that we're gonna take care of their children. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take care of Rizalino's child, which is Project Kalusugan, and we're gonna make sure that it's going to be built better than before. And so it's not the end. We'll just move on, and there's a lot of things, and I cannot imagine. There's a lot of talent in the community. There's a lot of ideas that the volunteers can share, and so with those ideas, we can do projects. We don't need big grants. We have just small projects that can make an impact in the community. So maybe while Ophelia can focus on getting grants, maybe we look for other little things that we can do that can have an impact in the community.
Robert Ricasa, it's nice to see a lot of my old friends here. It's been many years. And I just want to say, I look at Dr. Oades' face there. That's how I remember him. A man who has a great smile, sense of humor, and one of the most intelligent men I've met. And I'm proud to say that I was one of the board members, and I was involved with Kalusugan from the very beginning, bring them to our schools in the CR district, and it was always a pleasure. And Dr. Dorije, as I shared with you earlier, we were going to come to the banquet and go to Mrs. de Guzman's husband's health care. He's in a nursing home getting treatment for his knee.
Yes.
He's been in the hospital now for 7 weeks. And he is expecting us at 7 o'clock. No, it's not. But it's been a pleasure. And I always tell people that I was once involved in the community many, many years. Now I'm in retirement. But I just
didn't
want
know
to.
that.
Well, I mean, retired from doing a lot of stuff. But I'd like to introduce Mrs. De Guzman. She is a nurse here in the community many years ago, and worked on Sharp Scripps Hospital. She was the head nurse and took care of a lot of the patients here. And she was a supervisor and took care of a lot of the patients. Have you heard of the San Isidro Massacre back in 1982 or something like that? She coordinated the emergency room in Chula Vista during that time. And then, of course, this is my dear lady. I want her to introduce herself to all of you.
My name is Jeannie De Guzman. I'm here because of Robert. I am involved with Philanbid. I'm on the board. I'm the vice president of communications. And then Solian Filipina, I'm on the board as well. And I am co-owner of Mixology Health Juice Bar. But I'm here primarily, because
But we want to thank you, and it's not that we want to leave, it's just because of Mr. De Guzman.
well-
Now, you want to say something, Nay?
Thank you, Robert, for inviting me and meeting some of the people that I really know very well, especially Auring and and of course and nice meeting you all. I know you are all very nice people. I know that. And the thing is, like what Robert had said, that we have to go because my husband is expecting us. And you know, when you are in the hospital for 2 months already, you are so anxious to see everybody, anybody who will visit you. So that's the way he is. So anyway, nice meeting you again, and thank you for the dinner.
And one last thing, I practice what Kalusugan promoted health. For those of you who don't know, I'm a bicyclist and a runner and a marathoner, and I never thought of myself as an athlete. But as you can see, I'm still kind of payato.
Already.
But continue on with what you do in the community. And Dr. Durihe, maraming salamat po for all your assistance in educating not only those folks in our community, but the young people in college and high school and middle school. Thank you very much on behalf of our district. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Robert. Really, we're appreciative of you, Robert, because he was the one who helped us to go into the schools in order to, Chula Vista Middle School, Southwest High School,
Montgomery High School.
We were able to enter those schools to do our program because of him.
Yeah. Well,
So
thank you.
we're so
Thank you.
thankful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.